been a lot of hullabaloo around the rhetoric of the growing unemployment rate in India. But what does the data say? Is it as bad? Or is the picture entirely at variance with what is being claimed? Our nation's future is inextricably linked to the empowerment of our youth. They are not just tomorrow's leaders, they are today's change makers. Hello and namaste, I am Richa Dwivedi and this is the bottom line. The PLFS or Periodic Labour Force Survey report was released in October 2023. It covers findings from July 2022 to June 2023. The sample size, that is, the people covered, number an astounding 4 lakh individuals in both rural and urban areas. But what exactly is this report that we are talking about? The survey, an annual publication, is our nation's mirror, reflecting the employment landscape. It offers us critical insights into key employment and unemployment indicators. First of them, the labor force participation rate. This is the percentage of persons in the labor force, that is, those working or seeking or available for work. The worker population ratio. This is the percentage of employed persons in the population. The unemployment rate. This is the percentage of persons unemployed among the persons in the labor force. The survey also includes another important metric, the activity status. The activity status of a person is determined on the basis of the activities pursued by the person during the specified reference period. It could be annual or weekly, that is ranging from 365 days or just the last 7 days prior to the survey. Now let us dig a little deeper and look at the specific data points. When it comes to the participation rate of labor force, in rural areas it grew from 50.7% in 2017-18 to 60.8% in 2023. In urban areas, a jump from 47.6% to 50.4%. For males, this again saw an almost 3% increase from 75.8% to 78.5% across the same period. For females, the participation of females saw a steep jump from 23.3% to 37%. When it comes to the worker population ratio, that is the percentage of employed persons in the population, let us compare the data from 2017-18 to 2023. For rural areas, 48.1% to 59.4%, an increase. For urban areas, 43.9% to 47.7%, an increase again. For males, 71.2% to 76%, a clear increase. For females, 22% to 35.9%, a huge jump. The unemployment rate has seen a steady and clear decline. For rural areas, 5.3% to 2.4%, a decrease. For urban areas, 7.7% to 5.4%, a decrease again. For males, 6.1% to 3.3%, quite a decrease. For females, 5.6% to 2.9%, a happy decrease. Now we look at these same variables' activity status on a weekly basis so that it gives us a better, more accurate and a clearer picture of the same. The data that you see on the screen narrates approximately the same story, where the data is increasing where it must and declining when it comes to unemployment. The data related to women employment shows a steep rise, which is an extremely positive marker of progress. In the participation rate of the labor force, we have again seen an increasing trend that shows an uphill climb. Let us look at the numbers now. In rural areas, 48.9% to 56.7%, an increase. In urban areas, 47.1% to 49.4%, an increase again. For males, 75.1% to 77.4%, a clear increase. For females, 21.1% to 31.6%. A happy increase, I must admit. When it comes to weekly activity status of the worker population ratio, that is the percentage of employed persons in the population.
For rural areas, 44.8% to 54.2%. For urban areas, 42.6% to 46%. For males, 68.6% to 73.5%. And for females, 19.2% to 30%.
And finally, let us look at the weekly activity status of unemployment rate. For rural areas, 8.4% to 4.4%. For urban areas, 9.5% to 7.0%. For males, 8.7% to 5.1%. For females, 9.0% to 5.1%. All the data that we discussed is loud and clear. It unequivocally says what doesn't even really need a conclusion. The percentage of people participating has increased in the labor force. The percentage of people who are employed has increased. The percentages of people who are unemployed has decreased. And not just this, the data for women sounds quite positive, hopeful and inspiring. It clearly tells us a story of Nari Shakti, who is freely spreading her wings to occupy more and more of the sky. Coming back to the noises that keep amplifying the message that nothing is well, we are falling, nothing good is happening, everything is going wrong. Who are these people? What do they get out of acting thus? Why do they do it? How does demoralizing people, that too with malintentions and clearly bad motivations, help them? These are some questions we all need to look at and make out the false flags from the right ones. Our job is to bring you data and leave the rest to you. Let's take a moment to appreciate this journey, from the villages to the bustling cities, from the young entrepreneur to the seasoned worker. Each one of us is part of this glorious narrative. It is a narrative of progress, of hope, and of relentless pursuit of excellence. If you liked this video of The Bottom Line, let us know your thoughts in the comments below. Until next time, this is Richa Dwivedi signing off. Dhanyavad and Namaste.